Off the tip. Here's Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Then you just look at this roster. Brooklyn full of stars. There have been some very high aspirations for this team. Maybe as much as any, in the near future.
Well, you talk about a team turning around from getting the #1 pick of the draft and trading it, yet still this team is a serious title contender.
It's been a roller coaster with the Cobb trade, certainly, but this team, Greg, looks dangerous with Junior playing a huge role. Here he goes. Score in the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And the basketball IQ of Junior, excellent job sizing up the defense and making the right read.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Irving attacking. That's good. And what hurt with the assist.
Setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Lock up there for trouble. The NBA did so much about entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose the best showman of the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
The style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd go right up there with
LeBron is the showman, but Steph is, I think, the top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's like great. And maybe some days out.
I would go with that as well. The one thing that, the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't, those others, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. He can make a team good. That's the one thing that you do.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing on the field of Hall of Fame. My point is, you put him out there with guys who won all-star caliber players. That's my point. We've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And look at
Kenny, you've played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now you think you take a look at all the players in the league would make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a CJ McCollum plays the game because there's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star and then became it because they understand the guys on the bench how they feel as well as the stars. So CJ McCollum is got to come up into that.
Well, that's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, they played on a great team. So they get to see it. I throw another name up there right now.
What about Greg? That's the broadcast. Oh, right.
It would be fun. How about as a we talk about that rare size and athleticism, but he's also really built out his game.
Yes. Drummond, came in just as a dunker. Now he's a better passer. Probably one of the top rebounders every year. He says he's the best rebounder in the NBA. Believe that?
NBA history. No.
I didn't believe it. He said that he's up there.
But you know what? He's supposed to believe it.
Yeah, he
don't believe it either.
That's right.
And I don't believe it.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Porter. Junior's out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard position.
The very definition of a high flyer, Larry Nance, my goodness.
Now here's Irving. His last outing is on 4 and 22. Now Allen. Kenny, when you came into the NBA as a rookie, was there a veteran who stepped in to become your mentor?
My first coach, Bill Russell, was.
He was your mentor?
Yes. You know, it's just funny that, like, former players in North Carolina were my mentors. Because we played
some of those guys.
Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins, Walter Davis.
That's like a Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, all those guys were still in the league, and they would come back and they would tell stories about what it takes to be in the NBA and how you guys stay there. So those were my mentors.
You drink in every word.
Oh, every second. Yeah.
The shot's good for Irving.
Well, you know that Kyrie is going to be looking for a shot in that situation. It isn't hard for him to find one ever, it seems.
That's good here. Hits the board. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The pass to Junior. And Dinwiddie over to help. Pocket 6. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Drummond. And the call on the shot.
Here we go.
Helps an offense, Kenny. That's true. It's an easy way to get some scoring. Which players do the best job of keeping possessions alive with a chance to get the second chance?
Second chance points, I would say Drummond, Steven Adams, and Cantor. Those are guys who are great offensive rebounders, and they get it done.
Don't forget Montrezl Harrell is another guy that's doing a great job.
Pass to Garland. Stood on the wing. He beats it to Drummond and stolen by Jordan. Irving passes to Jordan. Allen outside. Dinwiddie with it. He's got 5. On the wing, Irving. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Driving the lane. And Junior throws it down.
No stopping Junior here. The assertive slam, hot off the drive, just overwhelms the D.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Cavaliers leading. And over 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And he drives in. Oh, and it looks like that's ball.
I'm not sure we're on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Hogan's checked in, and Kevin Durant subbed in for Jared Allen. Cleveland also making some changes. Zizic has checked in for Drummond. Hardaway has subbed in for Garland. And we want to thank the Jack for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
We'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'll take the key right now.
Call PG. You got to
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guys always stay together. And what an experience it was, Greg, to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
Jeff, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny's never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
Driving inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Nixon comes in for Simpson. He hits one and misses one. Each at the line.
We're showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Crawford looking over the floor. High arcing shot. Chopping through there.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Buries it from three-point range.
Well, just great positioning by Junior there. Gets the ball, 0 hesitation in the catch.
Junior. He is feeling it tonight and has been. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph, LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more these guys have working in front of the camera. I think it just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who's my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anderson.
Oh, you're just that's true.
Sliding in on the perimeter spots. It's LeVert and Durant. Jordan is out there with Jaron Allen. And it's Irving in the post. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving gets to Allen. Dish now to KD. 6 on the shot clock. LeVert Jr. Durant, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
To the middle. Trying to break that ice cold streak.
How about that hustle from Junior? Send it back.
Timeout. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. trail by 5. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Junior. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Austin in at the power forward. And it's LeVert missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Bank shot, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Let's it go with a 3. And it's Junior missing. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Garland comes to help. Fires for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
I'll say it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Love with the screen for Junior. Pass to Austin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires to the hoop. And Junior throws it down.
Now you've got to be able to make quick decisions. Junior under duress of the clock, calmly steps in and drains it.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Fourth quarter now, we're about a minute and a half in. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
The touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Now, here's Junior. Guarded closely. It's stolen by Allen. Dinwiddie outside. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And that's about those first defense. I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Good work there as it goes.
Just a huge basket from Kevin Love. Stepped up right when they needed him to.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. LeVert from outside. Rebound Love.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
That's to Garland. Now, here's Junior. Defended by Durant.
Yeah, you can't even do that.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Junior.
All right.
Listening to what the Nets head coach was going over with his team, he said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connected. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence.
Here's Jordan. That shot off. Good D by Drummond. Here's Junior. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it back. Here's Irving.
Oh, shit.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Right side Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Now, here's Junior. Drummond with a screen on Durant. Here's Junior. And it's blocked by Jordan.
DJ twice on the pipe. No, sir. Get out of here.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Junior. With 1 second left, it's all in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. And pitches to Durant. A shot, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that go. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Nobody near Allen. No good on the quick 3.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Jr. beats the Sexton. Now, here's Jr. Defense is right there. That shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. It's Durant on the left. Yes! And he has brought them within 2 points. Two seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jr. Feeds it to Love. Sexton the pass to Jr. Five to shoot. Takes it inside. And Durant sends it down. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. LeVert in the corner to take the lead. The three won't fall. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Ooh.
Here's Jr. Misses the shot. And
There we go.
tonight, Grant, a rare. Here we go. And it's the Suns to start out. Pass to Saric. Booker with it. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Hardaway. Here's Junior. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. To the middle. Drummond. And Drummond with the chance.
Junior, no stranger to making plays on offense. Great instinct.
Pass to Booker. Launches a three. Junior grabs the miss. And right now you have to say that Junior's leading the way for Rookie of the Year. His play has pulled him away from the rest of the pack. Now, if voting was tomorrow, he'd be on the top of my ballot.
Well, to your point, as the season wore on, Junior has continued to perform. Guys, as he keeps up this production, it's hard to see anyone catching him in the Rookie of the Year race.
And a jam by Drummond. This is the exact energy you'd like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Oubre. Drummond against Aiton. Pass to Oubre. Oh, rejected by Drummond. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Junior with it. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12 and a half per game.
Really nice work from Junior there, showing off his ability to size up the defense, then make the right decision.
You know, one area where Andre Drummond has improved is at the free throw line.
Check this out, BA. In his first 5 years in the league, he shot below 40% from the free throw line. The last handful of seasons, over 50%. Now that's cut down a little bit on the half-a-shot strategy from opposing teams.
Pass to Garland. Back to Junior. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. He trades it as the shot clock ticks down. The small advantage. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Aiton. Now Booker. Oubre on the wing. Just off the dribble. Here's Aiton. Oh, stuffing it there.
Think about the consciousness of a player, DeAndre Ayton teaming up with his fellow native of the Bahamas, Buddy Hield, rallying to aid their native land after that devastating Hurricane Dorian ripped through the islands.
Junior finds Drummond. Misses in close.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball at the rim.
Pass to Oubre. Outside Booker. The three. On target from range. How about Aiton signing a shoe deal, and for every pair in his DeAndre colorway line, $25 donated to Bahamas Relief.
What a great way he
Fuck was that?
Porter
Junior. He's checked in for Garland. Powell, he's checked in for the Suns. Bridges comes in for Oubre. Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Catching and shooting with confidence. Devin Booker, let me fly.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Drummond with the ball. Here's Sexton. Here's the three. And Aiden pulls it down. Just 1 point separating the teams. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Bridges. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. No good with a layup. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Sexton passes to Drummond. On the wing, Sexton. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. They push it up 4 on 3. No good with the triple. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Junior. With the drive. Looking to win the throw. Nance with a screen on 8. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off it. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Aiden, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Powell. Oubre, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Sadaransky in for Booker. Love and Drummond, the combo down low. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Junior. And it's Garland in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Pass to Oubre. Three-pointer. Here's Aiden. Oh, it's a jam by Aiden.
If Aiton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Drummond. He's covered by Aiden. Now here's Garland. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Love for 3. Looking to get it back. Junior outside. Pass to Love. Oh, they pick off the pass. And let's send it over to Allen LaForce.
Coach Monty Williams has really revitalized this time. Devin Booker said the culture's different. You feel it in the air. It started with Monty. His voice travels. We all believe in him. He believes in us. And it's contagious. Guys, it's so important to have that buy-in.
Can't do it without it. No doubt. Thanks, Allie. Well, Brad, you've been part of the Atlanta Hawks ownership group for years now. What drew you to that?
Well, yeah, I've always thought about the idea of being a part of an ownership team. And in 2015, when the Atlanta Hawks became available, I was able to put together a group and acquire the team. And I'll tell you, it's been fantastic. First of all, I've learned a great deal. There's some incredibly difficult decisions that are made year in and year out on the business side and on the basketball side as well. And I'll tell you, it's been nothing but fun. I've enjoyed it. Great partners. And I look forward to bringing a championship to Atlanta one day.
Here's Sadaransky. After the Cavs pick. Took a basket a moment ago. Oubre against Drummond. Back to Sadaransky. Over Garland. And that's off the glass and in. Sadaransky's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Oubre against Junior. On the take. Down low. Here's Drummond. And the
some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and roll.
It's Bridges on the wing. Covered by Love. He drops it from range. The Cavaliers have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Junior. Oubre with a steal.
Wow.
Now Bridges. He's guarded by Porter. Now here's Saturansky. To the inside. With one on the clock.
Junior staying all over the shooter right there. Not an easy shot.
All right.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Yeah, a fourth turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
Here's Saturansky. And the layup is good. Saturansky's got 6 points.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
And so, in the game for Phoenix. Inside, it's Šarić at the 4 with 8 at the 5. Devin Booker out there with Thomas Saturansky. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Small forward. And he comes up with a bucket.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Aiden. And here's Oubre. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul of the game. This for the tie. Saturansky shot is off.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
From deep, Junior. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Knocked away. Oh, stolen by Junior. Hardaway on the wing. The 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Phoenix is shooting just 38% for this game so far.
Kelly Oubre in 2019 BA, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but was the drip MVP. That's selected by Slam Magazine. This guy takes his fashion very, very seriously. It's much like you.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Suns getting their last shot to go. And here's Junior outside. Again. Here's Drummond. And the foul is called. Porter finds Junior. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Throws it up high. Here's Booker. 10 points for him. Powell outside. They set the screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. The Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Junior against Oubre. And yes, with the slam.
Yeah, he can throw it just about any anywhere for Larry Nance Jr., and he'll know what to do with it.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit. Oh. So he gets them both. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Oubre against Junior. Outside Sexton takes the three. He goes up again, and no good. To bring more pressure-packed basketball. And for the Suns, they're shooting just 37% in the game. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Phoenix head athletic trainer about the status, and the look on his face said it all. Terrible news, a dislocated patella. That'll be the end of his day, and what could be the start of a long recovery process for him. It's hard to hear, guys.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next step.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there, playing alongside his teammates and competing.
A rebounding tandem of Love and Drummond are inside. Then it's Junior, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Booker. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Here's Ayton, and that one goes in. He should get 180 points if he converts the free throw. Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Suns also making a change. Satoransky's checked in.
2018, the first name called in the draft was one of the Andre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
Satoransky with the steal. Pass to Ayton. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Garland. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
He's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the bill.
The drive by Junior. And Drummond with the jam.
One of the last old school centers in this ever-evolving game. Drummond is a real throwback.
Pass to Saric. Satoransky outside. Oh, and he got fouled on it.
If you think about the number 3 pick being Luka Doncic and the number 5 pick and Trae Young both becoming all-stars, there's a lot of pressure on Ayton to succeed. But Monty Williams and the Phoenix Suns remain patient with Ayton, and I think they should. Oh, nice one-handed tag there, BA.
Hey, a little exclamation point. Pass to Booker. Oubre on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
Not a way to get out of the funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And for Ayton, even as the top overall pick, Grant, there seemed to be an understanding that it could take time for him to deliver on his gifts.
And BA, I think you're right. At 7 foot with top-tier athleticism and skill, he's got an incredible offensive arsenal. It can take longer for bigs to figure it out. But of course, Monty Williams developed guys like Marcus Aldridge and Anthony Davis. He knows what it takes to make him into an elite player.
Now here's Junior. Bucket 6. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dance by Drummond.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, BA.
Yeah, one of the prettiest in basketball. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Here's Saric. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Yes, Saric always.
just under 2.5 line. Blocked!
Good instincts there. O'Hydro is able to get in there and challenge it.
Back to Garland. Shot clock at 6. Junior against Oubre. Second chance shot. But they'll get another chance.
And his teammates appreciate the energy. Nice job to keep the possession going.
Here's Junior.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep moving.
Aiden hits them both. A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
For Cleveland, they've got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Junior, plenty of space. Here's Love. It's hauled in by Saric.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
Tries to spin move. Hardaway against Booker. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's only foul intentionally. And they go to the
One thing you know about Junior is while he's on the floor, he played with his father in mind. He was a very good player. Junior trying to honor his late father's legacy every time he laces him up.
Booker. Misses off the right iron. And now they...
Over and over and over.
Here's Garland, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Passes it to Love. On the wing, Hardaway. From past the arc. The offensive foul.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Little over minute 30 in this first quarter. Now Conley. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. The wide open look earlier for Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
You can do a lot of things with Ingles offensively. He can initiate, he can play off the ball, and he can shoot it from anywhere on the floor.
Now, here's Junior. Down low, here's Love. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. 11 feet low. That one doesn't drop. Cavaliers don't get away with it. Will come into this having outplayed Phoenix in the last game.
They play terrific defensively. If you cracks they show, guys will quick to rotate and help each other out.
I love the communication. I love the hustle. They came up with big stops all night.
The shot is good.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Drummond. The chance.
Soviet, Drummond soars through the air, then explodes for the finish.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
So we have to be quick and smart in our rotations or we'll get eaten alive. Guys, we'll see who wins out in this battle of adjustments.
Yeah, thank you, David. Great. We're not concerned about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent that?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooter. That means finding two picks and helping one another, which is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We can see them go to their bench early to try to stay fresh.
Stolen by Clarkson. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wasted no time on that.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Porter against Clarkson. Now, here's Junior. Driving to the basket. Gobert pulls it in.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off. And sometimes that's all it takes.
He gets it in there.
We just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Zizic, and contact out, and the lead. Shot to the left. possession as well. Inside, we have Ingles at Gobert. And it's Clarkson into the three. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Drummond. It's a three-point game. Drummond sets the screen for Junior. And Junior throws it down.
No stopping Junior here. The assertive slam, hot off the drive, just overwhelmed the D.
The drive by Mitchell. And there's another one for the Jazz. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And here's Garland. Here's Love. Kicks it to Junior. Drummond with the screen on Clarkson. Pocket four. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Timing perfect on the pick and roll. Drummond showing good feel for this play.
And there's the pass to Clarkson. With the drive.
It's those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you gotta get fired up, Greg. Everybody on that team.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
There's the Conley. So for Garland, Conley's shot is off.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like that with nothing to do with ball, but he plays a lot, but he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
I mean, there's skill. The power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. I think you start right there with Johnson. I mean, he's kind of epitomized the best. Braun obviously is still in that category. But a guy like Kawhi, he's the extension when he gets going down the floor as well.
We've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge to play against the best in the world. It's the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
We love that challenge. There's having success. D.A., thank you.
That last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered our franchise quarterback.
For Jordan Clarkson, Emmanuel Mudiay is checked in for Mitchell.
guys, Drummond able to finish with authority on a consistent basis.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 10. Go bigger with a screen for Mitchell. A baseline jam. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Nice to see Junior rise above the rim. I hope you didn't underestimate his athletic ability.
Now, here's Mitchell. A three from Bogdanovich. And he's good on the three ball. Bogdanovich has got 7 points in the game.
That's the kind of need that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a handle of it.
Here's Junior to the inside. Here's Drummond. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Mitchell with it.
It's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun.
Quite historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to edge up on it in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And it's one of their first push-ups all since coming on the locker for break. Here's Mitchell. And the layup is good. He's got 13.
Throughout the evening, he got to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Pass to Garland. Inside. Cleveland moving around. And here's Junior. Off Green. Second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 6 points in the quarter.
Ready, bro? Time to shut it down.
Here's Bouvier. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And now with 3 minutes to go, third quarter of play. And the foul will be against Emmanuel Bouvier.
Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the nicest video that I've ever made. You see, today we dive into 69 nice big changes that have come to Black Ops Cold War in today's Season 1 update. If you didn't know, the update happened overnight last night, and it is huge. I literally think it may be the biggest update that we have ever got in a Call of Duty game, because it's not just the Black Ops Cold War. It's in Black Ops Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare, all 3 games together, and there is so much to go over in this video. In Black Ops Cold War, they basically tuned every single weapon in the game, in multiplayer and in zombies as well. On top of this, they have added a new map into Warzone, implemented the weapons from Black Ops Cold War. There's new systems in there, there's new maps, there's new characters, there's a battle pass. There is a lot to go over in this video. And real quickly before we do, I just wanted to say, we are getting so close to 1 million subscribers. I think we're just under 16,000 away from 1 million. I would love to hit it before the new year. So if you watch my videos normally, you like staying up to date on everything Call of Duty, whether they're Black Ops, Cold War, Warzone, Modern Warfare, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. It'd be really greatly appreciated, and maybe we can hit that mill before the new year. But for the rest of this video, we have a lot of updates, a lot of changes. In total, 69 nice changes to dive into. So let's get right into it. So one of the first things you're going to notice when you hop on is that, first of all, the Battle Pass is here, and there is a lot of stuff in the Battle Pass, and on top of that, a ton of store items. So I made a video just dedicated to that came out earlier today. It'll be linked down in the description after the video. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be linked down there. Now, aside from that, you're also going to notice a playlist update. We have our Quick Play playlist. That's no different. Fireteam Dirty Bomb. This time we have Nuketown Holiday 24/7. So this is the same Nuketown map, but it takes place at night. There's Christmas lights everywhere. I actually really like the way that it looks. My only complaint is that the inside of the buildings are a little bit dark, but all in all, I actually almost prefer this to the other Nuketown map just because it's more different. Just kind of like it more. On top of this, there is a playlist called Raid the Mall, which is a combination of the other two new maps. First of all, you have a Raid, which is essentially the exact same Raid that we know and love from Black Ops 2. There really is no difference here, but quite a big upgrade in graphics, and I have to say it's probably the best looking Raid that we have ever got. The second one is the Pines Mall, and this is a freaking weird map. There's no other way for me to describe this. It is really, really large, but it is all close quarters combat. All of the little shops and rooms inside the mall are very close quarters, yet at the same time, the map is really, really big. So it's just a very, very, very odd map. There's no other way for me to describe it. Now, on top of this, we also have Prop Hunt. So Prop Hunt is pretty self-explanatory. It is Prop Hunt. One team is posing as props, the other is trying to hunt them down. We've had it in many, many Black Ops games before. Nothing really different that you wouldn't expect there. After this, we have Gunfight. Now, in Gunfight, there are 4 different maps. So the first one that we have is ICBM. This is kind of like your nuke launch room. This is probably the smallest of the maps and the most simple. It's just basically shaped like a circle. After this, we have KGB. This is the KGB headquarters. This is kind of like a rectangular room. There's a couple stairs you can go up on one side. On the other side, there is a couple rooms. Honestly, pretty small map. Then we have U-Bomb, aka Subway. And as far as this one goes, in my opinion, this is the largest. There's the most little areas to hide in. I really didn't enjoy this map in 2v2. Maybe I'm wrong. You can let me know if you disagree. And then finally, we have Game Show. Game Show is by far my favorite. It is the brightest. It has really cool color scheme, and it just, all in all, looks really damn cool. I will say Gunfight is really, really buggy. First of all, the icon that's supposed to show up is just a little white block whenever you spawn in. Sometimes you spawn in facing the wrong way. The rounds don't track properly. It shows the wrong team having the wrong score. It's pretty buggy. And that is kind of the playlist update as a whole. So moving into some other new things, we have the 2 new weapons. So the first one off, we have the MAC-10. This is the weapon that you're seeing here. It's a super fast firing machine gun. It's really, really good up close, and it sucks at long range. That's basically what you need to know. But at close range, it absolutely shreds, and in Warzone as well. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. The second free weapon is the Groza. This one is a fully automatic assault rifle. Has good damage, fast fire rate, and excellent handling speed. So good sprint out, good aim down sights time. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, yesterday when the update came out, there were also 3 other weapons that were in the game files as well, with challenges. The 2 melee weapons were, first of all, the Katana. The second one was the Sledgehammer. And then the third and final one was the Shotgun. All of these were unlocked due to different challenges, and all of them you can see on the screen there, so no point in explaining. When we go to our operators, you can see some of the operators that are upcoming. First of all, we've got Bulldozer. Secondly, we have Xenia. Finally, we have the CDL competitor. Of course, on top of this, we also have Stitch himself as well. This is the new one that is in the Battle Pass. We talked about that in the other video. We also have the other side of the CDL skin, which is basically exactly the same. After this, we have the new leveling system, which goes basically from level 1 to level 200. Assuming you went past your military ranks, those would be your first 55 there. After this, you can see Season 1 here. You have all the way up to level 200. That's when you hit Master Prestige. And you can see after a certain amount of levels, so for example, at level 2, I unlocked the second challenge. The first one that we have here is called Car Bomb, and it's use C4s to destroy 10 ground vehicles in the game. So I actually like this layout much more than Modern Warfare's layout, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Every 10 levels, you unlock a new challenge that you can then do to get a calling card. So now that we have covered all of the new stuff to the game, let's look at some of the old stuff straight. reduced damage for the 20-inch Spetsnaz RPK barrel, so an overall nerf to that gun. Really, the big one there is the headshot multiplier. This gun should still be pretty good, and I'm interested to see how good it is in Warzone as well. After this, we have the Krig 6, once again, reduced headshot multiplier as well. After this, the FFAR. This has increased damage ranges and reduced recoil. This was needed. I don't know why, but in the last weapons update, they nerfed the hell out of this gun. It was literally like the biggest nerf of all the weapons, and now they're just putting it back to where it's somewhat usable. I honestly still don't know if it'll be enough, but I'll have to get some playtime with it. Moving on to the SMGs, we have the Milano that increased the effective damage ranges, so the range is just buffed a little bit. It wasn't anything crazy. Also, the KSP-45 got increased effective damage ranges as well. Similarly, the Bullfrog also got increased effective damage ranges. So basically, they just saw these certain SMGs not performing as well as other weapons, so they bumped all of them specifically with their damage ranges. After this, the biggest nerfs come to the tactical rifles. Starting off with the M16, reduced maximum effective range and reduced the fire rate. Now, I've seen a lot of people saying that they didn't actually reduce the fire rate. I personally haven't noticed a difference, but they did affect the damage range, but it's not in a big way. The second one we have here is the Tactical Rifle Charlie, which is the AUG. This one, they reduced the headshot multiplier, reduced maximum effective range. In this, they just reduced the damage from 54 to 51, as I believe are the actual changes. And they also reduced the fire rate, which again, I didn't see, and reduced the damage of the 19.8-inch Task Force barrel. Overall, from what I have seen, these two guns are both still pretty good. I don't see a huge nerf to them whatsoever, but they were on Twitter saying that this was the biggest nerf, so I don't know, you tell me. After this, the light machine gun, the M60 got a buff, increased aim down sight speed, and increased weapon swap speeds. This was needed. I still think that this weapon is still pretty underwhelming, but overall, at least they're doing something to it. Then for Sniper Rifle Charlie, which is the Barrett or the 50 cal, whatever you want to call it, and this one they buffed. They increased the damage multiplier for the chest to allow for a one-hit kill without any attachments. That's good, I guess. On top of this, the 22.6-inch Tiger Team Barrel will now increase the 1-inch damage zone to upper arms. That's pretty good. And recoil for higher shot power. Honestly, not what this gun needed. It needed a way faster aim down sights. But this is what we have. I still think it's probably going to be the worst sniper rifle, but at least it'll be a little bit more consistent now. After the Magnum got a buff, increased effective damage ranges, and increased fire rate. To me, the bigger one there is actually the fire rate. After this, moving into shotguns, the Hour 77 decreased damage ranges in general and decreased ranges for the 25.2 Task Force barrel. This is good. This gun was super overpowered, especially in hardcore. I still think it's going to be pretty overpowered. We'll have to wait and see once I get to use it a little bit more. After this, the Shotgun Bravo, decreased damage ranges, decreased fire rate, and decreased range. This is actually a big one. This one is often going to be like a 3-shot kill now, even at pretty short ranges. So honestly, I would have to say this may be the gun that got nerfed the most. After this, moving into perks. First of all, Flak Jacket reduced the explosive damage mitigation. This was needed. Flak Jacket was just way too good. Basically, if you get hit by any, you can get hit by like 4 frag grenades and be absolutely fine. So they've obviously nerfed that a little bit. Forward intel increased viewable minimap area, so a bit of a buff to that. Ninja removed protection from field mic detection, and then finally Spycraft added full immunity to field mic detection. So there is the nerf to the field mic. So basically, a buff to Spycraft and nerf to Ninja, and really field mic is the same, except it's a little bit better because Ninja doesn't counter it anymore. Because everyone was using Ninja, if that makes any sense. I know, super confusing way to explain it. After this equipment, the frag grenade slightly increased damage, and stim shot, they reduced the heal speed. So on that stim shot, that doesn't mean you can't use it as frequently. It means when you stab yourself with it, your health will go up slower.